consortium of different companies that provide input to these benchmarks to make sure they're rock solid. They came up with this new benchmark called Tablet Mark, which was released in November. It's available now in the Windows Store, the Google Play Store, and you'll have to talk to them about their iOS version. But the thing about this benchmark is it's focused towards tablets, so it does usages like web and email, content creation, working with photos, videos, working with your email. If you have encrypted emails, it takes some processing power to decrypt those. So things like that. So usages that you would do on tablets. So what we have here are a bunch of different tablets from a Surface Pro 3 to a Lenovo Yoga tablet, both Windows and Android versions, and then some other tablets from the other guys over there. So you can see this benchmark running on all these. Not only can you get a performance score, but there's also a battery life test. So if you want to see how long these tablets run while doing actual work, you'll be able to get the performance and the battery life in minutes at the end of the runs. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
All right, so this is Tablet Mark. As I mentioned, it's free. Oh, I didn't mention that yet. It's free, available from those stores. I think it's really good if you want to, do those real-world usages, and you can actually see them being done as it's going along, instead of running, those synthetic benchmarks where you really don't know what it's actually doing. And if you wanted to recommend something to your family members, you could tell them, hey, this is going to be good for doing your working with your photos, applying filters, or if you're just loading a lot of web pages, this is the kind of performance you'll get with this tablet versus another tablet, whether it be Windows or Android or iOS.
So get involved. You can call those guys, you can ask to come to their friend chat along, you can do things with them. They are very open people. So, to bring to notice that there's a non-tech page into the thing is because Alan went to the bench chat along, look at what they were doing, and one of the last things he did when he was still running his site was to do that. So it's a good example for the industry. If you guys want good benchmarks, get involved. That's the best things you can do. So they are open, for press. There's, I think, almost no fees. So get involved in BAPCO. Later on, we're going to talk about the other benchmark. Get involved into this one too.
Move over here. And what you see here are a bunch of different Chromebooks from different OEMs: Samsung, ASUS, Toshiba, HP, and Acer over there. And what I wanted to show you here is a benchmark from Principal Technologies. And the benchmark that you're going to see here is called CR Expert or Chrome Expert. And it's a benchmark targeted towards Chrome OS, which takes advantage of some of the technologies that you'll find in the OS or in Chrome, such as running in portable native client code or Pinnacle web workers, which makes use of multi-threading. And basically, this benchmark runs through typical usages that you would do on Chromebooks, such as surfing the web, looking at photos, editing those photos, maybe creating collages, looking at your stock portfolio. Those are just some of the usages in there. But it's really cool. It's really quick to download and install. It's about 8 megabytes, 7 or 8 megabytes from the web store. It's free. It takes about 20 minutes to run to get the performance score. And then this benchmark also has a battery life test that is performance qualified. So you'll get a performance number and the battery life at the end of that test.
Because you've been asking for a while about Chrome tests and
Yeah,
stuff, right?
yeah,
So
I mean-
you know about this, or?
No, I haven't used it, so I'm definitely eager to check it out. I guess one question I have is what are sort of the real-world use cases where you're going to see the performance benefit from?
Right, so in Chrome, as I mentioned, one of the technologies is web workers. So if you're doing a lot of calculations, so the one that I have in here is a DNA sequencing scenario, which was actually taken from something that was being done in the community on the web. I know the PT guys were going out on the web to see what people were trying to do, some new technologies. So what they came up with was DNA sequencing. And so what it does is using the web workers technology that you would find in Chrome, it basically splits up the calculations, and you'll be able to use each of the threads and just see the multitasking or multi-threaded performance of these Chromebooks.
Is there any sort of popular application where you would really see the difference between, say, a Celeron and a Core i3 system Chromebook?
Applications. some of the usages in here, you'll see the performance difference. Like even things just like creating collages, you'll see a big difference between this Core i3 and the Baytrail systems or Atom systems up here.
Keep in mind that in the Chrome world, most of the applications are HTML5, so they are web browsing
Yeah.
that are not web browsing anymore.
Right.
So that's what they did here, is basically a lot of HTML5-based operation. And you can definitely see in terms of sport difference between the Baytrail and the Core i3. It's kind of pretty okay. And if you use a Core i3 Chromebook, you definitely can tell it was faster. So the score kind of reflects the expected.
Yeah. So in about 20 minutes, we could actually look at the results, and it not only do you get an overall score, but there's a breakdown at the end of each test in there. You'll see the difference.
The tablet from the performance group, we basically took the hardware of Lama Mountain and put it back to cool it the Dream Caseway, and then because it was winning a new benchmark, I made sure it was gold-plated because that's a gold medal. By the way, it's still faster than the SoC that was announced at the beginning of CES. Sorry. So we are doing good, but one of the things I wanted to do today is to show you and remind you the score we were showing you on this. And here you have a Core M shipping solution from Lenovo. It's the 5Y70, and we're going to run 3D Mark Ice Storm Unlimited, and you're going to get a score. And this score is actually higher than what we get here. That means they have cooled better than what I did. Okay, good. So that proves you one thing, I was not trying an idea.
The Helix is fanless, right?
It's fanless, yeah.
It's fanless.
Yeah. So if you look here, you have 51, so a little bit lower one compared to usual, but it's 51,000. The NVIDIA X1 is 43,000. So, no comment. So now we're going to go and play a little bit with some hardware. So, I don't know if you hold it before. Hold it. Exactly. Oh.
Very lightly.
So let's pass it around.
Wow. Is this lighter than the Levy?
This is very light.
Oh my goodness. It looks much heavier than this.
And it's made out of magnesium, good technology stuff, so pretty strong. Oops. So you can really grab it from the screen here. Now I got a tablet, and with the keyboard, with the touchpad, hop, 738 grams right now.
It's lost weight.
Yeah, it was weight. It did like me,
Did you clean it?
So, that tells you one
A lot of
thing.
water in there.
Yeah.
A few years back, the leading tablet on the market was heavier than this. Okay, and just to show you the progress, this is the best Ultrabook 2 years ago. Okay. So that's about 20% weight lost in 2 years. Why the performance of this baby is actually better than the other one over there. Up.
Is that a Core i5?
This is a Core M.
Right.
Japan only, right?
Japan only, fortunately. Japanese always keep the good stuff for them. So. Then this is the good stuff from Taiwan. So this is the Asus Chi, you probably saw it. It's up there into the slimmest tablet possible. I don't know if you handled it before. Here we go. Very light, very slim. At web browsing is actually very pleasant because having a long thing allows you to read a long page.
Yeah, especially if you don't get arm fatigue.
Exactly. So it's actually physically better for your eyes, for your arms, for a lot of things to have a larger screen. And now we're going to put it on the scale. We set it on 0. Yeah. It's crazy, huh? And so this is core M as well. And up. Here you go. 711 grams. So that's, and please talk to ASUS. They have a lot of good tricks for thermal management that will make the benchmark score go really impressive. But I want to let them do their own, wow. So when they let you touch it, you'll get the benchmark score on this one. So now, just for everybody, if you want to take pictures, this is a motherboard that is in the tablets over there. This is a full-fledged PC. To be able to see the scale of Moore's law, I thought it was interesting for you guys to see that today.
What application is that?
This is called Deep Viewer. This is a program we do internally that we use to design things like the graphic engine. So we project the performance of future graphic engine with this, because this UI is a lot more advanced than any other UI you see before. So if we can deliver this, we can deliver everything. On this version, it's not of 6000, but it's still in this power range in every benchmark now. So we are not playing. We have the lead on the SoC below 6 watt. And now when you go to 15 watt, we are pretty good too. So,
What processor is it?
so in this one, it's a Core i5 5250U. So it's a 15 watt version. It's not even the Core i7 version.
And it's not even, no iris graphics.
It's no iris graphic, it's just HD
But
6000.
15 watt, no custom TDP down. So it's
Uh,
full 15 watt.
It's full 15 watt, but it turbos when it's supposed to turbo. Every system is turned on, but again, that's a lot of data that you get like this. And it's only a dual core. But as I always say, cores are not born equal. Other questions?
Is that a mobile processor? Is that a
That's a mobile processor into.
That's the U. That's what we
So
launched this week.
So if you want to talk about the machine more, I think we can
Yeah.
go to the next one.
So now let's